Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this update number 4 on the Farmers of Angevin with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, as you can see, we're in the summertime. We're down here at the grain mill. You may have noticed something new here. I did trade in our old telehandler for a new to us telehandler, the JCB. It came up used in the store. So I did grab that because as you can see, I'll show you here in a minute, we did a bunch of logging and that was a much handier piece of gear for the logging. Those of you with a keen eye may notice that the grain mill is no longer in the same location. Originally, it was over here. It's at on this plot here. Now, you may have remember I told you if we take a look at the environmental score on that field is very poor, and it was locked in because we had the grain mill there. So I prepared this field here. Now you can see it's at 100. So I'm going to in the process of plowing it in, and I've marked an outline of the field, but I've also purchased the adjoining fields here, this one and this one down here, and I'm going to plow them all together. And you can see I've gone around the outside with Mikey's small plow. He's away for a couple days, so I stole his plow, so don't tell him. So I did that. This field here had oats in it, and then there's another grass field. So if you look on the map here, that's these fields right here. So I purchased those. So it's 78, 74, 98, 99 I'm going to put together with a field. I'm going to put grass in there right now, I think, and then come spring put oats in. At least that's the plan as it stands right now. And I'll pick up this little bit of grass that's left on here unused. So that's the changes down here. Some more changes near the farm, so I will meet you there. So a couple new pieces of gear here. I picked up a lime spreader used as well. That was 65% off, so that was a pretty good deal. And acquired a plow. A bit of a story there. Sims actually provided this. We've been working together quite a bit, and he gifted me this plow. So that's pretty sweet. We're going to put that to work here right away. If we look at the map down in this area, well, you can see I have acquired 91, and I've taken the wheat off of that, but also worked with Sims on this area here, this unnumbered area. That was all forest. And so we logged all that off this spring, and I'm going to combine 91 with this area. And I've already actually, if we go up back here, we can see I've done the same thing as I did down at the other section, and did an outline of the field. So we took all these, any of these little spots here, this is where trees were at, so we took those out and opened this up here. So this is going to be one large field. Again, grass is going in here for now, and then come spring I'll put oats and repeat that. But you can see this field carries on for quite a ways. And if we head a little bit more south here, this area here was all forest. This is where we took it off, and Sims took a cutting of grass out of here as well. So this is all going to be plowed out and going to be one large field. So we'll get started on that, and we'll check out our new plow and see how that works. Literally just, as you can see, just got the trees out of here yesterday. Just a couple days before that I got the harvest off, so this is all new happenings here. I've been doing some contracts for other players, doing some harvesting, And so we're in pretty good shape for materials for our grain mill, because rather than taking cash payments, I've just been taking crop payments. So um, things are not looking too bad there. And I've bought a few crops off Mikey and Sims as well, to bolster that. So this will be the first time I've had an opportunity to use this plow. And, as luck would have it, when I came on, it's daylight, it's not raining, so I can actually record a little bit. So I thought I would. The big job on this is going to be the rock picking. That is a lot of rock picking to do. And the plowing with this plow will go pretty quick. But I think the rock picking is going to be a little mind numbing, to be honest with you. Oh, we'll probably need to create fields here a little bit. Look at this. And look at those rocks. Now, if we only had, I think this is 24 meters or 16. I can't remember. I didn't look at the specs. Like I said, it was kind of gifted for part of the work we did on the logging and the grass and that. But it is wide. If we had a rock picker that wide, it would be awesome. I'm hoping to get the grass in this month, so I've got 3 days on the map to get that done. Should be a doable thing. Mikey helped us out quite a bit too, working in the forested area here. Yes, sirree. That is pretty sweet. I have to thank the Sims for that. I was actually planning on leasing it to do this job because it was going to be a big plowing job, but it's pretty nice. And the old John Deere is doing what it was meant to do. Anyways, this update is probably going to take over, encompass a few days. I'm not going to make you sit and endure me plowing all this field out. But I just thought it was a good opportunity to come in and take a look at what's been going on. Oh, we should, before we sign off here for now, we should take a look at the map because I'm not the only one that's been up to things. Mikey's been, oops, sorry about that. Mikey's been working, he bought just recently field 25 here, and I helped him. He's taken a bunch of trees that are around these different fields, and he's busy combining those into 2 or 3 large fields. And of course, Mr. Sims, he's been expanding as well down here in last time we looked, I don't think he had these properties down here like 64, 63, 62, 133, 130, 120. And I'm not sure he had these ones 1 and 2 down here. So he's been expanding as well. We're going to pick up here, there's sugar beets in 123. We're going to pick that one up a little bit later in the fall, and probably 124. And we're going to make this one grass field in here. Not planning on doing the oats grass thing down there. I may end up doing it, but right now I'm just going to put it all to grass. This is going to be oats grass. This is going to be oats grass here. hopefully that gives me enough oats. I need 216,000 liters to keep the flour mill going year round. I'd like to keep it going with flour, oats, and corn. So we'll have to add some more arable land for corn because we don't think we're going to quite get a year's worth out of here, but got plans on kind of coming down here 76, 77, but also across here. So anyways, that's what's happening around here. It is summertime, so guys are taking vacation, and that Snowy was gone on vacation for a while. Wasteland's gone now for a couple weeks, and Mikey's actually away as well, but he should be back next week. But it's been pretty quiet on the map last few days, so I've been getting lots done. Anyways, for today, that's it. Like I said, we get some other changes I'll add to this. But there's kind of your midsummer update with what's been happening here so far. So I'll see you in a day or two. Take care. Well, welcome back. As you can see, it is a couple days later. I did manage to get those fields prepped and that grass in. You can also see it's evening, early morning actually. And I don't normally record in the dark, but this time I'm going to make an exception because we are going to deliver some milk down to Cobbler's place, and nighttime is the right time to be doing that, and you'll see why here in just a minute. And we'll take a little poke around his place. Then I need to fertilize and weed our grass fields, so may bring you in back at that time. Easier to see if someone's coming. Oh, of course. Traffic finally cleared out of there. We gotta kind of go down the middle of the road because these overhanging branches will catch you and you'll hang up on them. So Cobbler's place isn't very far here. That's why I kept you on board. And it was a little annoying, but I wanted you to be able to see his entrance out of cab here. This is the entrance to Cobbler's place. Pretty nice. Cobbler's house on the right there, or left I should say. He even has a fountain in the middle of his yard. Highfalutin, let me tell you. Around here is his production facility. Oh goodness. And just like that, magic, it's gone. So I'll drop Cobbler's milk off, and wow, his productions have been producing. He has a multi-fruit silo here, potato harvester. Cobbler's going big into the potatoes. Nice old John Deere. At least his equipment's the right color. Jet wash there. We'll sneak a peek at what he's got tucked away in here. Oh, another nice old junk deer. Nice courtyard. Some other equipment, potato stuff, trailer. Pretty nice. Oh, look at that. Another nice John Deere tucked in behind here. And that's Cobbler's place. Pretty nice. Pretty nice digs. If we look at the map here, actually we'll look at the map away from the mountain. So this is his place down here. And that's his land. And there's the cow farm there. So you can see it's pretty close actually. So anyways, I thought we'd come down and have a look at this at night because it is pretty nice. So I will leave you there and I'll catch up with you later. Well, hello. I know it's been about a month since I started this episode in game, but I had to wait for a couple of things. I wanted to wrap it up here, and during that time, something very fortuitous happened. Umatana brought out this farm production facility, and what it'll allow us to do is when Sims mows the grass for me on my grass fields, he can just dump it in here. And I can then process it myself, make my hay, my silage, and my TMR. It acts as a TMR mixer as well. At some point I was thinking I might put in a TMR mixing building, but this does that for me. And that just came out recently, so I put that in. And that's going to come in very handy. If we look at this barn here, you can see I have 75 cows in here now. I've been slowly adding. But right now I'm just letting those cows eat the food that's in that building down because I'm going to move them up to this facility, and this was what I was waiting to show you where I was going to wrap up the episode. Is I put in this large cow pasture here, or cow barn. It holds 490, so we're going to be able to go into cows in a big way. We currently only have 15 in here, but like I said, the ones down below will be coming up, and that pen will be empty for a little bit. The reason for that is the manure system on that pen is broken and is not working properly. So I'm going to put them up here. Hopefully manure works good, and I'm eventually going to replace this pen with another one. It's going to be quite a costly proposition. I figure about $500,000, and I think actually Sims is going to join me on that particular project as a joint venture. But I needed to wait because you may recall I was talking about putting that pen up here in field 91, but it wasn't quite as flat as I thought, and I was looking for another place to put it, and it actually worked pretty good down here in field 13 next to the other cow barn, but that's kind of in Mikey's territory, and he was gone on holidays for a few days. I need to wait for him to get back and make sure he's okay if I bought this little area. Also bought field 15 and combined it in there, because what I'm going to do is put canola in the rest of this, and that's going to replace my canola field up here in 93, and it's going to be joined with 92 and make a large cornfield, and that should give us enough corn to keep our flour mill running year round. So I apologize, that took a little longer than I thought to get the content I wanted to wrap this episode up on, but we're there now. So if you're still with me, I really appreciate you watching. If you found this entertaining or informative in any ways, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to see when other content like this lands, hit that notification bell. But for this episode, I think we'll call it a wrap. And we'll see you probably in the not too distant future when we start bringing in our grass cutting and some of our harvesting. So we will talk to you then. Take care.